Today we made honey crisp, right? Honey crisp apples stuffed with raisins, walnuts, cinnamon, sugar, butter, and we're gonna cut them and then we're gonna put a scoop of ice cream on top and we've got one great dessert here. Good afternoon. The idiot is back cooking. Today we're gonna make some healthy apples stuffed with cinnamon, raisins, and walnuts.
That doesn't sound too healthy.
Well, okay, it's not real healthy, and there's ice cream with it at the end, so it's not healthy, but they're really good, so I'm gonna start. We get 2 apples. I cut the tops off. Now I core them. This is the fun part. You put the core, you try not to go through the bottom, and then you turn it, and it's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out. I just bought this on Amazon.
Dick, I think you can just go right through it.
It won't come out.
Go right through. Dick, just put it on the cutting board.
That's right. Okay.
And then put it on the cutting board. There you go. And then go all the way down.
There we go. I'm
Yeah!
glad my teacher's here today because I need the help, and she knows it. She is the best. This is a cool tool, man. I didn't know they had these things. All right, now we got the apples cored. Now we're gonna make the mixture. Here's the bowl. The first thing we're gonna do is we got the apples cored. We got them 2 tablespoons of cold butter. That's there. Put that in.
Did you melt it?
Yep. That. Now we need 3 tablespoons of sugar. I had the sugar in this little thing here. All right, it's just sugar. 1, 2, yeah, that's close. That's 3, that's close enough. I measure real well when I'm not looking. But sometimes you have to look.
I love when you keep your sugar in. Good
Okay,
idea.
now we need 3 tablespoons of crushed walnuts. Now I'm gonna tell you, they don't come crushed, they come chopped. So I put them on the board and I rolled with a rolling pin and I got them chopped. I mean, regular, okay. 3, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3 with a couple extras. Walnuts are good for you, I think. All right, now we need 2 tablespoons of raisins. The best kind, son made. She's been on that box now for, I don't know how many years. But she never gets old either, that lady. Okay. Come on. Yeah, we'll do a couple extras. And the next teaspoon. They stick in the box. Come on. You see why I'm not a real precision guy? Because things aggravate ya. Okay, that's fine. All right, now we need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. 1 tablespoon.
It's a whole tablespoon?
That's a lot, huh?
Wow, that is a lot.
But that's what it says. If I can get it to come out. Oh, there it comes. No, that's not enough. Man. I don't know if that's too, no, just a little, that's it. Perfect, perfect. So far everything is going really, really good. All right, and now it says preheat the air fryer to 350. Preheat it. 350. Now I'm preheating it. Okay. And in a bowl, mix everything together, mix well until you obtain a crumble. You know what a crumble is? You're gonna see. It comes out crumble.
Let's see how crumbly it is.
Look at that. See, it's turning into a crumble. See it? Look at, see that, folks? It's turning into a crumble. Oh, you know what I better do? crumble don't come off your stirrup. I need a glove. Because I'm gonna be handling this with my hands, and I don't want anybody saying, oh God, look at them dirty hands. Get ready to operate. Surgical. Ready? Begin. Okay, does that look like a crumble? That looks good enough, huh? That looks like a good crumble?
Looks like a good crumble.
Okay. Get off of there. Now, you gotta stuff them. And this part I like. You can push them in with your finger. See, you just stuff them. You just keep stuffing them nice and tight. Beautiful, look at that. Stuff that one. And then when we have leftovers, we'll put it right on the top. Good stuff, stuff, stuff. Ooh. And this here, at the end, when you're done, we throw a scoop of ice cream on top. And boy, oh boy, what a beautiful dessert. It don't say much about putting the extra on there, but I like the extra. So I'm gonna just put it on there. This is my own add-on to the recipe. Okay, now it says, stuff the apples, bake in the air fryer for 20 minutes. Okay, there they are, all stuffed. I overstuffed, but that's okay. It'll be good anyway. Now we gotta put them in here, and then we gotta set it for 20 minutes. All right, we're in business. Now we gotta talk.
Hey Dick, yeah, what's on your arm? What happened to your arm?
Okay, I'm glad you said that, Jen. I'm 81 years old, and I have never been to a dermatologist in my life. Well, a friend of mine at my gym one day, I had this cut on my arm, and it kept scabbing for 4 months, and it never go away. So she told me, she goes, you're gonna go get that checked. So I went to the dermatologist. Ironwood Dermatology, let me tell you, they're the best in Tucson. The nicest people, friendliest people, everybody, even the receptionist, everybody. But anyway, I go in, I come out, half hour later with 7 skin cancers on me. And they said they're gonna, 3 of them they had to dig. 8 stitches here, 8 stitches on the back. The other 4, that's them, right there.
They burn them off?
Yep, they burn them and then they scrape them. So anybody who's got anything that you're doubtful, seriously go get it checked, because I never knew I had it. But anyway, they are the nicest people up there. I'm gonna tell you what happens. If your appointment's at 8:30, you're inside a room.
Wow.
Okay? I've never been late at anyone. 5 minutes, the nurse is with you, she's getting you ready. 10 minutes after you're in that room, the doctor comes in.
That's awesome.
And they are super people. They're always happy, they smile, they treat you like a human being. That's why I love them. I'm giving them a good push. And I'm going to charge them. But anyway, they dug it all out. They dig until they get it out. And then they stitch it up. And this one got infected one day. And the doctor said it's account of my age. He said over 70, your body's immune and it don't fight as good. So anyway, he gave me a prescription and it's cleared up, and tomorrow's the big day. They take out all the stitches on me and we'll be new again. Woo! So anyway, that's what happened there. Now, what else do you want to know?
Should we do another story or no? That's probably enough.
Yeah. How about the football season?
So Dick, football season's coming up, and I understand you used to have a big party every Monday night.
Every Monday night at the Castricone House in Salem, New Hampshire. I had it downstairs. It was like a sports bar. I had pinball machines, video games, pool table, darts, and a big bar. And my wife used to cook for anywhere between 14 and 25 people. She'd come home from work, God bless her soul, she'd come home from work and make a big meal for everybody. And we'd have a nice party, going to football, gambling, playing games. And one morning, I had this friend of mine, I had a bottle of tequila, and it had a worm in the bottom. One of them ones with the worm. And there was about half left. And he said, I'm gonna get to that worm tonight. I said, Whitey, his nickname was Whitey. I said, please, no, don't. Well, anyway, I went to work the next morning, 6 o'clock, and he's still down there at the bar. And he got to the worm all right, but his head was on the bar, so I don't know. I left to go to work, and my son woke him up. So, but other than that, but we used to have a great, great time back there. We always, big football season, you know, and you couldn't come in the house unless you respected the Raiders. You had to, you know, we say, well, yeah, they're a good team, because I wouldn't let you in. But now that's, I'm only kidding.
So, did Elaine cook all the food? What kind of food did she
Everything.
cook?
She used to make mostly Italian. She'd make a lasagna one week, spaghetti and meatballs, cutlets. Cutlets were expensive back then, but I had a friend who worked at a meat market. He used to get me big deals on them. She made a ham, a Hawaiian ham, okay? I used to own racehorses. And my jockey was from Hawaii, Ernie Kunataki, greatest kid you ever met. He passed away, but he was so, what a guy, always smiling. It's the middle of winter, the ground's frozen, and he wants to do a pig in the ground. You know how they do the pigs? I said, Ernie, we can't dig. He said, oh, we'll dig it. I said, no, we're not going to dig and put no pig. So anyway, he made this Hawaiian ham, special recipes and everything. And he'd come over in the afternoon and he'd get it all ready, and you know, and then my wife would cook it. But we used to have a really, really good time. Back there, I'm gonna tell you, back east, people are more sports oriented than they are out west. That's what I've noticed since I've been here. Because when you're in Tucson, if you're not talking about Arizona, nobody wants to talk. So, but back home, I just think it was all, you know, people were more.
So now that you cook, what would you make for your Monday night?
Now that I am a chef, I'm considering myself a chef, okay? I'm using that loosely, but that's okay. I would make them tenders, they were good, that we made. The chicken wings were always a hit. I don't know, I'd like to try, you know, the scallops, they're kind of expensive back east. I
That's
wouldn't
true.
make them, but
What would your buddies say if you were cooking? Would they be shocked? Are they turning in their graves?
I don't know if they'd eat. You know,
They wouldn't eat
I
it?
could tell them, but I don't know if they'd eat it. But let me tell you a funny story, okay? This is the truth too, and I'm not lying one bit. When I was married for 16 years, me and my wife, okay? And I didn't even know how to boil water. She used to tell me, put it in the pan, wait till it starts bubbling, it's boiled, okay? I never did nothing. I never cooked anything in my life. One day, I made the kids breakfast. Bacon, scrambled eggs and bacon. My wife come home, the 3 kids are sitting at the table, and they're not eating. And she goes, what's the matter? I said, I made them breakfast, they won't eat. Well, the eggs were black. I mean, I kind of burnt them, and they didn't want to eat them, and I kept telling them, you gotta eat them, and they wouldn't eat them. But that was my experience with scrambled eggs. Okay, now I know how to make scrambled eggs. I make a lot of things, but since I got that air fryer, I am moving right up the ranks. Gordon Ramsay's got me on his site, but he hasn't pulled the trigger yet. He's watching me. He's watching me. Can you see me on diners, drive-ins, and dives? Huh? I go from town to town with what's his name there with the goofy hair?
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Go from restaurant to restaurant, and I give my expertise.
There you go.
Where's your air fryer? They don't have one? No, we're out. 1 minute, we'll check it. Check it with the pulpit. See if it's tender. Tender. Oh, I'm putting the glove on. I ain't taking any more than burns. Oh, look, the last one just got healed. It just healed. I had to break it. All right. I tell you, though, cooking's fun. Cooking's fun. I got 4 kids. 2 boys are chefs, professional. My daughter can't boil water like me. And my oldest son, he don't know what's the difference between a pan and a boil, you know. Bev does all the cooking.
Maybe he'll use your videos to figure it out.
All right, let's take a gander. Ooh, man, they look good. Ooh, ooh, I'm gonna do another minute and a half, 2 minutes, just to give it this usual. What? I can't get the right reel. What was it, 385? I forget. 2 minutes, ooh. That's what I had to do the other day. I think it depends on what kind of apple you use. I used, what word did the other day? Oh, I can't remember.
Were they Honeycrisp?
Yep, them Honeycrisp.
Those are Honeycrisp. Did you use Gala? Or
Yeah, Galos, that's what they were.
Gala apples?
I was
Probably,
wondering, my favorite apples are delicious, but I didn't know if them were, you know,
They might be a little
because
mushy.
they're kind of hot, and plus they go down skinny at the bottom.
Granny Smith might be really good too.
Yeah, that's an idea, Granny Smith.
A little sour.
I wonder how green apples.
Matthew said you should try them all
Yeah, that's a good
and then
idea.
compare the different ones.
Buy one of each at the store, and I'll just cook 3 at a time
Perfect.
and see which ones I like the best.
Okay, get your tongs out so you can take them off the tray.
All right, I'll do it for you.
Yes.
Now they locked up. I never use these.
They're good. They're
I know, I
good.
can see it. If the phone rings, Mike, and it shows on the TV, Emerald, just let me know, okay?
Emerald Lagasse?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I heard he was gonna call you.
Well,
I thought it was Gordon Ramsay.
somebody told me Emerald was mad at me because I didn't buy his fryer.
Oh, yeah.
That was the reason. They said,
Well, or you didn't buy his seasoning and it stayed BAM!
yeah, bam, that's what I should do. I should do that stuff. Bam.
Channel your inner Emerald.
Okay. Now I gotta bring them out, and then we're gonna. All right, here we are. Now I gotta cut them. Okay, we gotta get a knife. Where are you? Here. Uh-huh. Don't touch the pan without the glove. Don't be stupid. You've done it too many times. Ooh, look at that. No. Now I'm going to use these tongs because a very good friend here recommended them. She said they work great, and they are working pretty good. I got to admit that. They are working pretty good. What's that guy on Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry? Pretty good. Oh, that one fell over. Ah! All the stuff fell back out. I gotta get. Looking for forks, I've got one in each hand. And there we go. All right, now I'm gonna put a scoop of ice cream. And there goes my cat. Willow. Yeah, see, she likes it too. She says she loves ice cream. Right, Willow? Look at that, I used to work in an ice cream place. I was the guy who tested everything. Not the guy who did anything, but, you know. Ah. All right.
All right, let us see the finished product.
Okay, now let me show you what we have. Let me just put this in the sink. Okay, here is the finished product. And boy, oh boy, that looks good. Huh? The stuffing's falling out, but the ice cream's intact. Now let's see.
How's it tasting?